A movie that proves everybody loves Betty White, even crocodiles. We saw Lake Placid, so you know what that means.
Schwarzenegger grow a baby in his belly, rock a rhinestone vest while ripping Justin to Kelly, or maybe see a burlesque show with Nick Crow and take a boat with speed to hitting cruise control. J-Man, Big Paul in the beautiful June, gonna take you from the goob all the way to the room. Ran the games of Street Fighter, helped to blow off steam, just a sucker punch the odd life of Timothy Green. Sharknado, the birdemic, how we staying alive. They call it in the badass and he's on the line, cranking 88 minutes cause they cool as ice, cause a bad Jim Varney looking kinda nice. Paul and June getting literal, Jason is getting laid. June is making sure all the monkey shots getting paid. They judge a bunch of movies while they're making the grade. Here's a real question for you, how did this get made? That's a good look, Haru.
What's that smell?
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Matinee Monday. I'm your host, Paul Scheer, and this is a chance for us to look back at some classic How Did This Get Made episodes. Every Monday, we re-release an old episode of How Did This Get Made out from the vault, and we are talking about a true classic today with some of our favorite guests. Paul F. Tompkins joins us along with the great Nate Corddry as we examine the David E. Kelley. Yes, David E. Kelley wrote a movie, a horror film about giant crocodiles. And I will say this much. We're not sure if this movie is a joke or not, but we are sure that this movie did not make its 90-minute runtime. This movie didn't even have enough juice for 90 minutes, and it felt long. It felt very long. Brendan Gleeson totally wasted in this. We recorded this live at Largo back in 2015, almost 10 years ago. It really is a horror movie for animals. And but honestly, we don't know if it was in on the joke. Take a listen to this clip as we kind of debate, is this movie a joke? The one thing I couldn't, and because of this movie, like written in that tone of, is it a joke or is it not? Like when everyone's like, is it a bear? Is it a bear? I'm like, well, wait. Or do they really think it's a bear? Right. Because that's asinine. Like,
they think it's a swimming
It's
bear.
what, an underwater bear that bit a man in half?
Right. And like, there was an eye fucking witness. It wasn't like they found a body on the shore and they go, which by the way is a better opening.
Even if you're not like prehistoric crocodile, you're also not like bear. You know what I mean? Like, you know something's up.
Yeah. Aquatic. Something aquatic.
Yeah, something that lives in
something
water.
water-based.
Yes.
Yeah, bear. One of those water bears.
One of them water bears.
Maybe the bear got lost.
Polar bear?
They go in water.
Polar bear in the lake, everybody. Yeah. That's a really good point. I think Jason, you brought it up, or Paul, you brought up the fact that it doesn't affect anything. No one goes to this lake. Yeah. No one's affected by this. It seems like this is a peaceful creature.
Well, that's the thing. We find out that Betty White, midway into the movie, has been feeding and raising these crocodiles
For years.
For years and years and years. And up until now, the only people that have been killed are her husband and the turtle tagger.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah, why? Why all of a sudden did this crocodile get a thirst for human blood?
Only because humans, apparently, once turtle tagger gets killed, cannot get to this lake fast enough to be eaten. Everybody's like, I gotta get to that Lake Placid in New York? No. In Maine.
In Maine, yeah.
Lake Placid is a place.
Yes.
In New York.
That's right.
This movie is not Lake Placid, New York. It is a movie called Lake Placid that's set in Maine. Go fuck yourself.
And again, maybe something is lost in the longhand in the translation, because it's like, why not just go back and go, let's put it at Lake Placid, or let's not call it Lake Placid. Like they make a thing out of it, like we're gonna call it Lake Placid, but there's another one.
Because it's too clever a title to not use, Paul. That lake was anything but placid. There was a giant prehistoric crocodile in there.
And movie, like, look, whatever movie you see out there for even as dumb as Sharknado is, there is at least
dumb is it? Sorry.
there is at least the smallest reasoning of what is going on. And I'm not saying it's good. I'm not saying it's worthy, but at least someone gave a shit to be like, well, this is my theory on what has happened.
We feel obligated to say
yes,
a thing caused this to happen.
Here, nope.
Our movie will be 90 minutes long.
And we're not going to give you any, I mean, man, you put it together yourself. It was here all along? I don't know. Got lost?
No, Betty White tells us it followed her husband home once.
From
fishing.
But that was like from fishing in the lake?
No, in the ocean, I think.
Yeah, in ancient,
okay. Oh, I thought he was fishing
Africa.
in the lake.
Maybe. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, followed him home, didn't want to kill him, just kind of like the boat.
Well, what's weird is when Betty White feeds the crocodile a cow or whatever.
Where's she getting all these cows?
All these
Really
cows?
expensive.
What's weird is she
That's
has a
really
farm
expensive. Yes.
on a lake. You can't have a fucking farm on a lake in the middle of nowhere in Maine.
What's weird is when she's leading the cow to the thing, the crocodile just sits in the water like this.
Just waiting.
Just like patiently waiting at the table.
Betty.
Like those YouTube videos of the dogs where they stick the treat on the nose.
And then she's like, she says, whatever, time to eat or whatever. And it's like, Ralph. And it just like munches down that fucking cow.
But it seems to me that she's feeding the cows
at
an alarming rate. So she's either raising cows in a very sped up genetic system that we have not seen, she's getting a better movie, 100%.
Much better movie.
Or she's getting
Betty White, cow cloner.
What's it to you, fuckface?
Yeah. No, she's, I think, fuck shit.
Yeah, fuck shit.
Yeah.
There's another line. I wrote down a line, too, that was also very weird, which Brendan Gleeson has, which is...
I have one as well.
He says to Oliver Platt, he says, I think you are a-mental.
Yes!
Yeah! The whole movie!
I think you are a-mental.
I rewound it 3 times.
And he says it later in the movie.
He says it multiple times.
I think he's a total mental, he says to someone, or something like that. But I believe you are a-mental.
A-mental.
And nobody was like, everybody was like, did we get that? Oh, yeah, we got it. Nobody was like, you sure you want him to say that
Again, maybe a lost in translation between long form and the script.
Well, here's what wasn't. Here's a line that, thank God, made it from that yellow page to the screen. Bill Pullman and Bridget Fonda, they're meeting cute in the town square.
Jesus.
They are meeting boring.
After an exchange with that weird girl that comes up and says, I hear there's a monster in the lake.
Oh.
And then they say, no, it's not a monster. Then she says nothing.
What?
She just looks at them and walks off in the strangest way.
Sexual,
right?
like yes.
I think it was supposed to be
It's
sexual,
to
but she
waggle
looked
her
like
butt.
a weird marionette.
But it's also that
She's also a Stan Winston creation. That
it's
girl.
also that Brendan Gleeson can be like, whoa.
Yeah.
That's very erotic.
He's like it's like a weird Lenny and Squiggy moment for him. And
But again,
Even Bill Pullman looked.
Yeah. Well, he got to.
she had a nice ass, I will say.
She did have a great ass.
Gorgeous.
That's one of the parts I jerked off in this movie.
Bill Pullman is calling her ma'am, Bridget Fonda.
Right.
And then at one point she says, if you call me ma'am one more time, I'll sue you. And with today's laws, it's possible. Fuck you and your fake Howard Hawks screwball bullshit. What are you, Aaron Sorkin with this nonsense?
Written by a lawyer.
By an
Written
attorney.
by a lawyer.
Again, you be the judge. Let me know in the comments. And come back here every Monday for a brand new Matinee Monday. See you next time. And remember to like, follow, and subscribe. You know how to do it. Bye for now.